So I'm going to let Jabu tell us just briefly the scale of your organization.
Tsogo Sun Group is a hotel, gaming, and entertainment company. We have over 30% of all graded hotels in South Africa under the Southern Sun. Southern Sun, I'm executive chairman of Southern Sun. We have hotels from budgets to deluxe hotels, and we've got 5 casinos in South Africa. We employ directly and indirectly in excess of 10,000 people, and we are a 5 billion rand company.
What kind of first opportunities you see out there in the next, let's say, through 2009 for the industry?
Charles, the WTO is forecasting that by the year 2020, the world tourism and travel market would have grown in arrivals terms from 860 million in 2006 to 1.6 billion in 2020. It's huge. Business people, in the nature of the free market and the capitalist system, we work on growing this year better than last year and next year better than this year. So as business people, it is in our interest that we capture that growth and get our proportional share of that growth. We invest in those things to ensure that we can grab those opportunities. Travel and tourism offers the world an opportunity of an economic nature to create jobs, to create prosperity, to share wealth with the communities. It also, in a social sense, create people-to-people contact, but also it can go in a long way to try and break some of the barriers that are cultural, geopolitical, religious, and otherwise. Having said that, the challenges that come with this is how we as the business community in this industry do that in a responsible, optimal, and a sustainable way. We've got issues of scarcity of natural resources. We've got external pressures coming from energy. We've got issues of poverty. The world is running short of food supply. Governments have to make choices of where to respond. They see tourism can sort their problems, but tourism looks luxurious when the world is running out of wheat, when the world is running out of rice, when people in Egypt are running out of bread. The issue of bringing somebody to come and partake in the environment seems too much of a luxury. But having said that, we as the travel and tourism industry can deal with these things in a responsible manner. We can grow, but growth on its own does not equal to poverty alleviation. We've got in our country, in South Africa, we have come up with a program. It's called the Accelerated Shared Growth Initiative. The emphasis is on shared. The last 5 years we've seen growth in the economy. We have not been seeing a concomitant reduction of poverty. Now, we cannot expect the people that look up to these promises, that support every tourist. They will create jobs, you will have better food, and you don't share the growth with them. There will come a time when they say, we do not trust you. So all these pressures in our country, our government has identified travel and tourism as one of those. Over the last 5 years, we have seen 43 million visitors coming to South Africa. Spending 9 days at an average of $120 per cent. We are today the biggest earners of Forex than the gold mining industry in our country. But we can still go more. We are targeting to have 10 million tourists by 2010. All those things are going to be helped. We're going to be given further impetus by events like the 2010 World Cup. It's a big billboard. It's a big advert for our country. But what calls on us as South Africans, both business and the consumers, is the experience we're going to give our visitors is going to be the one that makes them come back. But we have other external pressures. We've got pressures on energy. We've got pressures on our power supply. All those call for us to prioritize and make choices. What keeps me awake is skills. human resources and skills. There's a serious mismatch, particularly in my country, where you've got massive unemployment and you've got massive vacancies in the industry. There's a serious disconnect between the skills that are required and the people and what they can offer the industry. So we as a country, industry and government have had to embark on a massive skill audit and then call the educational community to say, can you please produce the following people? If we do not look after our own talents, the talent will fly. The talent will fly to other parts of the world where they can rely on experts. It's not sustainable to rely on experts. You've got to grow your own timber.
But when you meet young people today, what do you advise them in general?
I think young people have got the world in their palm. They can go anywhere else in the world. They are more educated. The advent of information that is available through internet enables them to can make their talents go anywhere. If young people could just allow themselves to get and acquire as most education as they possibly can, they will be a better consumer.